we are going to clean this pedestal sink. So what you're going to need to get is a wet microfiber cloth. You will need a magic eraser for the inside of the sink and a toothbrush so that we can get around the faucet and the drain. You're also going to need your all-purpose. So I'm going to start by just spraying everything down, spraying inside the sink. You also want to make sure you're spraying down and around the sink. So we want to spray down to the pedestal. Okay. Now we are going to use our wet cloth to clean any products that you might have. So with this being a half bathroom, it's just soap. But we do want to clean any soapy residue off of the outside of the container. And then we're going to make sure we get the backsplash, which is the wall that's behind the sink. And then make sure you get the full faucet. So we're getting behind the faucet. We're going to clean it with our full wet rag. And then we are going to go up and around and get this whole top part. And then with our toothbrush, you can kind of use that to get around this little areas that might not get out with your microfiber. Next, we are going to take our damp cloth. We'll get the sink last. So we're going to use this to polish up and around here, making sure we're getting anything that might have dripped, like toothpaste, stuff like that. And then you're going to clean the entire pedestal. So you want to clean the top. There's also the behind part of this pedestal. So you can see behind here is all dusty. We're going to get that cleaned. We're going to clean up the little supply lines. And then we're going to clean the baseboard and the floor behind it. So get the floor all clean, get the baseboards around here all clean, so we don't have to worry about coming in here to do the floors. We're just going to get it all hand cleaned. Alrighty, and then get the rest of the floor. You can also kind of get the frame down here, really anything around where you're at. Bathrooms are wet rooms, and they do need to be hand washed as far as like the doors and trim and baseboards go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my clean dry cloth, and we're going to dry the faucet, get that cleaned and dried, polished, get behind the faucet, get the whole thing polished, and wipe anything that might be left over into the sink that we have not cleaned yet. So we're just polishing up the outside before we get the inside of the bowl. Don't forget to come down here and dry around here. Same with the pedestal. You want to dry down here. Get the floor dry. Alrighty. And the last part is the sink. So we're just gonna put you can use the cloth to dry off the soap and put that back nicely. And then with the sink, we wanna get the magic eraser really wet. We already sprayed our all-purpose in here, so there's always little drains on the back side of the sink. You wanna scrub the sink every single square inch, applying pressure, making sure that you're getting everything going down and getting the whole bowl going all the way down. Now, this is the part in the faucet that our scrubbies really can't get into. So you're gonna do that. And then to rinse it, we're just gonna grab the magic eraser, get it wet like a sponge, and then squeeze it out as you go along the side of the rim, the walls. That will rinse everything down, and that's it. Now you can just dry the top part of the sink and leave the bowl wet, and the sink is done.